So the Resident Evil Reverse open beta recently came out, and of course, me being a huge Resident Evil fan, I played it, and to my surprise, I actually had a good time with it. And I can tell you, after watching that abysmal first trailer, I was not expecting that. So to start off, thankfully, you can turn off that awful comic filter. I don't know whose idea that was, but it looks terrible, and I'm so glad you can take it off. The game looks much better without it. But to get to the gameplay, the game isn't anything too groundbreaking. It's a multiplayer third-person shooter where you take control of characters from across the Resident Evil universe. I guess that's where the name Reverse comes from. The characters available in this demo are Chris Redfield, who for some reason still has a shitty Resident Evil 7 design, Joe Valentine, Leon Kennedy, Claire Redfield, Ada Wong, and Hunk. Each of these characters have their own stats, weapons, and abilities. For example, Claire has a stim shot that regenerates her health and stamina, as well as an alternator which stuns and damages enemies in a fixed radius. Each of these characters have playstyles built around their kit. As with the aforementioned Claire Redfield, she's really good at taking 1v1s, and her stim shot allows her to survive for long periods of time. In general, the characters seem relatively well balanced, with a few exceptions such as Chris's indomitable spirit ability, which makes him invincible and stops him from being flinched or staggered. That ability is pretty strong and is very annoying to go up against. In this game, not only do you play as humans, but you also play as BOWs. So let's get into that. All throughout the map, which in this beta is the RPD, there are these virus containers spread around. You can collect up to 2, and every time you die you turn into a BOW, and depending on how many vials you have, the BOW will be different. If you have 0 vials, you turn into a Fat Molded. If you have 1 vial, you will either turn into a Hunter Gamma or Jack Baker, and with 2 vials, you can become Nemesis or Mr. X. The Fat Molded and the Hunter are kinda useless. They can get kills if you're lucky, but their lethality is kinda low. Usually you just die instantly when you play as them. However, the other BOWs are actually pretty good, especially the Super Tart with its execution move that can be a bit tricky to dodge as a human character. The BOWs are a nice addition to the gameplay. I don't feel like they make or break anything, they're just a neat addition to the game. It's kinda funny though, because whenever you get killed or you kill somebody, it's in your best interest to sprint away from them as fast as you can, just because you turn into like a really powerful one like Mr. X or Nemesis. So honestly, Resident Evil Reverse is actually a fairly decent attempt at a multiplayer Resident Evil game. While not anything too special, I found it a fun and enjoyable experience in this beta. It's definitely going to be a nice little distraction after you beat the main campaign of Resident Evil Village. I think the hate it's getting is a little overblown, but that's all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned because I have a few more Resident Evil videos planned for the near future. A-Rock out.